I'm Ranger X. Second chance is about second chances, but more not just for people, but for animals. It's based in a wildlife rehab center where the hero has gotten this business started. He's doing it on a shoestring because he doesn't really have the money to do it, although he's gone to college and he's gotten an education, but to support it, he's working as a truck driver. But he's got this dream of making this place work so that he can make a difference in the animals because he got a second chance. He was a youth who was heading for being a juvenile delinquent and being in prison. And instead, he got this opportunity to, a man stood up and made him understand that he was going the wrong way. And then that man went a step further. He helped him, gave him a start, gave him a chance to go to college and to make something out of himself. So my hero, his name is Judd, is operating this place, and I wanted to do a story someday about a wildlife rehab center because I had seen one and seen how they operate. Years ago, my husband and I were driving back. Well, actually, we were driving into town, and we saw an owl. It was stunned, just kind of like in the road, and we realized it had been hit, and we thought, what can we do? We went into town, got our groceries, came back, and there was the owl now alongside the road. And two raccoons heading toward it, thinking they were about to have lunch, I guess, or dinner in this case. And we stopped, and my husband took out his coat, and he wrapped the owl, who was oblivious, in it. And he then, that we called a wildlife rehab center that we knew about. And we went in that night, took the owl there, and they assessed that it was in shock and gave it appropriate treatment, but no broken wing. A week later, they called us and they said that the owl was ready to take home. It was a great experience because then we got to release that owl back into the same night sky that he had flown out of that week and a half or whatever it was ago. So it was great. And I like the idea of writing a story where the hero does this kind of work. And it's a romance. There's a heroine. She's someone that he's been in love with for a long time, but she had no clue about it. She's totally inappropriate for him. She's older than him and far more educated than he is, but there's something between them, and they've got a lot of things to work out. But before he's going to get his second chance, he has an old enemy, and he doesn't even know who it is, and it's going to make it hard for him to fight through this. Because he's one of these people that tries to help everybody now. In fact, that was kind of how he got himself in trouble to begin with, was trying to help everybody. So now he's going to have to really work for his second chance. And he's got a woman in his life now, and she's going to have to fight for him, or neither one of them might survive.